Hello, welcome to our camper at the Jersey Shore. In this video, we are going to be deep cleaning our camper. This is part 2 of my camper cleaning series. If you missed part 1, don't forget to go ahead and check that out. We transformed this sunroom from this hot mess of a disaster to this peaceful, clean, and cozy, restful space. But in this video, we are going to be focusing on the inside of the camper. It has been 5 months since the last time this camper was cleaned because it was closed up for the winter season, but now we are going to be getting it ready for the summertime. While she may be small, she is mighty and holds so many special memories for my family. And because we spend most of our summer here, I have big plans to transform this camper into something really cozy this year. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that video. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Nissa. I make videos about motherhood and homemaking. I am a thrifter and a DIYer. When my husband and I got down here, this camper was filled with so many spiders and cobwebs, so the whole place needs to be dusted from top to bottom. I am starting off in the bunk room where my 3 kids sleep. I am removing everything off of this bed, and then I'm going to go ahead and dust the walls and the ceiling. Here is one of those spiders I was telling you about. This sneaky little guy would not let me kill him and literally was running for his life. But don't you worry, I won this battle. After a couple minutes of fighting him, I finally got him stuck onto the Swiffer duster, took him over to the trash can, threw him out, and then proceeded on with my cleaning. In part 1 of this video, I mentioned how I went to go put sheets on my bed and took our sheets out of the cabinet, and there was a spider that fell right out of the sheets. I decided not to use those sheets and had to piece together random sheets throughout the camper, but oh my gosh, I hate spiders so much. I honestly hate bugs so much. I cannot believe that we are in the woods, but we literally have so much fun here, so I try to take everything with a grain of salt. And I literally am one of the most paranoid people that you will probably ever meet. I am so scared of ticks, and if you know, you know. But the other day, I woke up in the middle of the night that a tick was crawling on my pillow, grabbed my phone and put the flashlight on, and literally was searching our bed, making sure that there wasn't actually a tick in our bed. But anywho, I know you're probably not here to hear about my anxiety. Just know you're not alone if you are struggling in that area. My oldest son, Cooper, is 5 years old, and that's who sleeps on this top bunk. This weekend, my in-laws were watching the kids, and my husband and I came down here alone so we could get everything set up in the camper, but the following weekend, we will be coming down with the kids, so I wanted to make sure that I had their room ready for them.
On the run from a given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now.
Moving on to the other side of this bunk room, I am going ahead and dusting the top and working my way down. We bought this camper about 3 years ago, and it is a huge goal of mine to paint the walls in here white and switch out all of the curtains for cafe curtains. Also, if you're new here, I am a cancer survivor. I had lymphoma when I was 16 years old, and I am very passionate about non-toxic living. So I am cleaning all of the windows today with just water and vinegar, and then I clean all of my surfaces with just water and castile soap. Last year when we opened up our camper, we had a really bad mouse infestation, and there were mice droppings all over this bed. So this year I just wanted to make sure there weren't mice droppings around the bed again, so I decided to pull out the mattress and vacuum behind it. Thankfully there were no mice droppings this year, but I did find a good amount of them in the kitchen area.
From a hot California, I forgot how you look like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving.
We love having family and friends stay with us at our camper, so I have a ton of extra pillows and bedding, and they've never been organized. I've always just been throwing them around on the beds and in random spots, so I decided to empty out this cabinet and put all of our extra pillows in there and our pack and play in here. That is another goal of mine for this year, is just to make this camper very organized and functional and really a second home away from home. Moving on into the dining area, I'm just going ahead and repeating the process of using my Swiffer duster and dusting all of the higher surfaces and then wiping down the lower surfaces. I really like the Swiffer duster product because when the heads get fully dirty, all you gotta do is just take them off, throw them out, and put new ones on. My daughter is 2 years old, so we have this booster seat for her, and one of my friends down here just recently had a baby, so I'm gonna give it to her and some of the sleep sacks that I had as well. But now I'm going ahead and just wiping down the windows in here.
Giving up your dreams to your silly demons. We're diamonds in the dust, so why can't you see it? Keep getting under your thick skin, trying on not building a nest in your weaknesses. Swimming around in your bloodstream, can't make it stop.
I am very grateful for this fireplace because it is an actual working fireplace, and it does get very chilly in here sometimes in the spring and fall, so I'm grateful for the opportunity to have a place where we can put heat on. I live in Pennsylvania, and it is very common where I come from that you have a second home, typically along the Jersey Shore. However, in today's economy, it just doesn't seem as realistic to have a second home in your life, so I am very grateful to have this camper. And let this be the sign that if you are looking for a vacation home, I highly recommend checking out campgrounds first because they are really family oriented and great for kids. I actually grew up going to my aunt and uncle's campground when I was a kid along the Jersey Shore, and I have the best memories from it. A lot of them have pools and playgrounds. They're normally in like a gated community with security, so it just is a great opportunity. You avoid like the property taxes and utility fees sometimes. Here, I think we only have to pay for our electric, but our water is covered under our site fee.
Building a nest in your weaknesses. Swimming around in your bloodstream, can't make it stop. Oh, I just need to tell that.
After all the dusting was done, I'm going ahead and cleaning up this kitchenette area. I went ahead and did all the dishes that were in the sink. I feel like we get to watch dishes being done all the time and do our own dishes all the time. So I wanted to spare you guys that, but I did have to deep clean this sink. It is a plastic sink and I have a very hard time getting it fully clean. So if you have any product recommendations, please go ahead and leave that down in the comments below. But for now, I'm just cleaning it with some dish soap and a Scrub Daddy. Fun fact is Scrub Daddy was actually designed and invented in New Jersey, and their manufacturing plant is located here in New Jersey, and their headquarters is located in Philadelphia.
They don't know you like I do. Like I do. They don't know you like I do. Oh no, no, no. Let them carry on in your head. So don't, please don't let them carry on in your head.
So because we like to live a non-toxic lifestyle, we hate microwaves. I actually got rid of our microwave about 4 years ago. I sold it on Facebook Marketplace. My husband literally came home one day and he was like, "Where's our microwave?" And I was like, "Oh, I sold it on Facebook Marketplace for 25 bucks." And he asked me the question that you guys are probably wondering, why would you do that? Why don't you like microwaves? Well, I'll tell you. When you stand in front of a microwave, it actually emits a lot of radiation and EMFs. And when you cook your food inside of a microwave, it changes the molecular structure of the food and actually makes it hard for your body to recognize that it is food. So pretty much you're killing your brain cells when you're standing near the microwave, and you're also eating dead food when you cook it in the microwave. Again, I am not a doctor, nor am I a medical professional. I just am a cancer survivor and have done a lot of my own research, and these are my own personal beliefs and convictions from what I have learned. That being said, I really want my husband to remove our microwave this year just to take out the temptation of anyone using it in my camper, and I would love to make that space some open shelving.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you...
So if you're already a subscriber or you've watched my videos before, you would know that at home we have an electric stovetop, and I love having an electric stovetop just because they're so easy to clean and I love the convenience of them. However, here at the camper we have a gas stove, and I always forget how hot gas stoves get, and I find that down here I burn my food so much quicker. So it always takes some time to remember like how hot the pan gets, and just remember the timing of how long things actually take to cook.
'Cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares?
Moving on to cleaning out my drawers and cabinet, this is the drawer that I found mouse droppings in. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all of the utensils out of here. A lot of the stuff in here I never even used, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of some of that stuff and wipe this all down and wash all of the utensils. I've talked about this before, but I feel like some people are strict rags only people, and some people like paper towels. I'm one of those people where I love having paper towels as an option, because when cleaning things up like mouse poop, I don't really want it on my rags. I want to just be able to throw out the paper towel when I'm done. If you have thoughts on that, definitely leave a comment down below and share what they are.
Mess it up. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. I was looking like a fool when I met ya, all covered up in the dirt from my past. So insecure by myself when I met ya. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking.
So my kiddos are huge milk drinkers. They love getting a sippy cup of milk throughout the day, and they often drop their cups and spill milk everywhere. And I was like looking at these cabinets and realized they dropped a couple of cups last year, and it splattered on the cabinets and I never cleaned it up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going ahead and just wiping down all of these cabinets.
Disappearing at last. You made me fall without saying a sentence.
The counter space is really limited in here, so we got this cart, this island cart, I think from a yard sale. My mother-in-law found it, and it fits perfectly in here. I love that it's on wheels and I can move it around. I'm thinking about staining it or painting it. I'm not sure yet. And then this is our kitchenette area. I found these slip covers on Amazon that you can put over the cushions, so I'm thinking about ordering a couple of them because I don't love the pattern of these cushions.
That's something that you do to me is chemical. I know it isn't logical. Something that you do to me. I'm the one.
Our camper originally had a leather sofa that matched the cushions of our dinette. However, our cat kind of destroyed it, so we took it out and put this actual couch in here that is also a sleeper, and it pulls out to a twin-size bed. I personally like a lot more, and it's kind of what sets the tone for me of how I want the rest of this camper to look. Just a lot more homier and cozier and more of this like gray coastal theme than such dark tan colors almost, because we are by the shore, so I do want to kind of go for that like beachy feel in here. This ottoman is so heavy. It used to be on wheels, but I took it off the wheels because my kids were always rolling it around this camper and it just was driving me insane, but it is now so difficult to move. Now that everything is completely cleaned and wiped down, I'm going ahead and vacuuming. The one thing I will say about being home is that I miss my cordless vacuum. I feel like in this tight space, this cord gets in my way so easily and it just really bothers me. And my cordless vacuum at home is the first cordless vacuum I ever had, and I thought it was so strange at first, but now I really do love it. The last thing I am doing in this video is steaming the floors. Stay tuned till the end to see what this mop head looked like. It was literally so dirty, I could not believe it. But I just wanted to say, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support and sticking around, and I hope that you consider liking and subscribing. Alright, God bless.